Oh, I see you're back. I didn't realize. How long have you just been fucking standing there? Yep. You know what? Forget about it. I can see you're here for that good stuff, and I really think I can help with that. Just please do not tell McDoubles.
Cauterizing Flames, not viable. Cauterizing Flames, not viable. Cauterizing Flames, not viable.
What is up, gaymores? It is Blonde Billy QJC here, back with another build utilizing an enchant deemed to be by the hardcore community utterly useless. Who would have ever known that an enchant neglected by the hardcore community could be good with little to no effort from the most experienced theory crafters? Anyways, before we get into the build, I would like to shout out somebody who has put this RE to the test, pushing its limits, proving this RE viable within any endgame scenario. The guy's name is Chicken Noodles, and I highly recommend you give him a subscription. Now, let's get into my Cauterizing Flames build, but as you saw in the title, with a little bit of a twist. This isn't just any Cauterizing Flames build. I wanted to make a simple, easy to use, and extremely powerful Cauterizing Flames build, considering the enchant is quite basic in comparison to others. Now, the only really prevalent issue with the theorycraft of this build was whether or not certain enchants would stack with just Fireball or Cauterizing Flames as well. Even with that issue, I think I was able to find an amazing set of enchants that will take this build to the next level. I do want to begin with the most important of all of the enchants I will be speaking of today, with that being Cauterizing Flames. If you already know about this enchant and just want to see the enchants I use to enhance the build and why, skip to the timestamp within the description. So, Cauterizing Flames basically is just going to turn our Fireball ability into something you can either do damage or heal with. It's going to heal friendly players and it's going to hurt enemy players if that comes as any kind of shock to you. This enchant also makes it so that when you cast Cauterizing Flames onto a friendly target, it applies a heal over time that stacks up to 5 times, with that 5th stack releasing a Holy Nova so long as the ability is known by the caster. This is an extremely beneficial group heal to have in situations where dealing out heals to every player within the party after a boss's AoE attack is not much of an option for you. Furthermore, and kind of unimportantly for the type of build we're going for, is the fact that this enchant also makes it so that a player is affected by our Prayers of Mending and is then struck by a mob. It spreads a debuff called Flames of Apostate to the attacker, which deals fire damage over 15 seconds. Additionally, your Holy Fire will ignite that Flames of Apostate on the affected target and spread those flames to your party members, which will then in turn increase your healing power by 10% of your firepower for 12 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. How in the world is that part of the enchant unimportant for us, you may be wondering? Well, this is due to MOONKIN form not allowing for direct heals to be casted, since it was supposed to be a purely DPS form for druids. But since Fireball is a damaging ability, technically we are able to cast it as a heal while also benefiting from the critical strike and haste increase this form will give us. This is why we are a one-button healing class, though this isn't an issue at all, and I will get around to explaining that. But first, for proper context, allow for me to give you the other enchants and talents utilized for this build, starting with the epic enchants. I was only able to find one epic enchant I wanted to use with my Fireball healing build, since Fireball did not stack with my Cauterizing Flames ability as a heal. I went with Pendulum since it's based on your mana as opposed to any specific ability. What Pendulum does is make it so that when you are above 50% mana, you receive a 3% spell haste, whereas when below 50% mana, you receive an additional 3% critical strike chance. This is super beneficial, especially the spell haste, when taking into consideration the fact that we are only able to use one ability to heal with, and we are rarely ever below 50% mana ever. Now, since that was our only epic, obviously it is time for us to move on to the rares, which we have a decent amount of. First, we use Lunar Guidance ×3 so that our spell damage is increased by 3 to 9% of our total intellect. Second, we utilize Fire Season ×1 so that our healing ability requires less mana to use, helping us with our mana management, though mana management is not much of an issue with this build the majority of the time. Third, we utilize Fierce Mind ×3 so that we can increase our spell power by 3 to 9% of our total spirit, helping increase the power of our heals based on our spirit being our main stat as a healer, so this will be extremely beneficial. Last but not least, for utilized rare enchants, we have Critical Mass so that our critical strike chance with fire abilities is increased by 2 to 6%. This is going to help with our Cauterizing Flames since it stacks based off of fire spells. We did use one uncommon enchant, with that being Brutal Fireball increasing our critical strike chance with Fireball and Cauterizing Flames. Now, to start off the talents portion of the video, we're going to begin in the most densely populated tree for this build, that being the Fire Mage talent tree. I'm going to point out 1, 2, 3 vital acquisitions from each tree required to make this build what it is. For the Fire Mage tree, that is going to be first Critical Mass times 3, Pyromaniac times 3, and then Molten Fury times 2. As for Pyromaniac, that will increase our fire damage while also allowing for mana regeneration. Mana regeneration being important due to the increased spell haste we get from being above 50% mana. As for Molten Fury, this is important because it will increase the effect of our heals on targets below 35% health, coming in clutch when someone is about to die. To finish out the mage talents, I also picked up Alacrity times 3 for some bonus spell haste, 6% to be exact. The next most used talent tree for this build would be the Discipline Priest tree. The most important talents for this tree would be first Meditation times 3 for mana management and in turn maintenance of our spell haste, with the second talent being Focused Will times 3, its importance being the increase of our spell chance to critically strike the enemy, as well as its healing increase as a capstone bonus. We also spec'd into Spiritual Guidance 5 times within the Holy Priest talent tree as well. As for Druid talents, the only two we have are Moonkin form and Improved Moonkin form, both of which just providing for us an increased chance to critically strike with our spells, as well as increasing the spell haste for ourselves and other party/raid members. That, though, is the conclusion of our Enchants/talents portion of the video. Typically next would be me showing you the rotation, but as you saw in the intro clips, this is literally just a one-button class. But now that we have all of that out of the way, let me show you the immense power and capabilities of this class. Or build. Boys, you are not gonna fucking believe it. I got an instant queue. And the craziest part about that is we're days away from merging with Area 52. I would have never imagined this would be the case. I was even saying in the last video I uploaded that I'd be probably the last video I made where I was doing a build on League 3. I was incorrect. Here we are doing Cauterizing Flames on League 3. When I found out that I could cast my Fireball, or my Cauterizing Flames in specific, while I was in Moonkin form, I knew what my plan was for the build. I tried seeing if I could heal while I was in tree form with Cauterizing Flames. Absolutely not plausible. That wasn't able to happen. That would have been a better form for this build too, because that would have helped with my healing percentages in specific. This really just helps with, well, it's supposed to help with the damaging abilities, which is why its critical chance and haste increases. But that's also going to benefit us again, because this is pretty much heals with a DPS move, which is a fucking swell. It's fantastic. I love it. But yeah, I've been working on this build for a long ass time, and it's been a lot of fun. Oh, wait 1 second. I'm going to ask these guys. Alright, no healer. Please get the heal off. Heal! 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 Let's go, baby! Yeah, that's the worst problem with this build, is that the Fireball has to hit him for the heals to even take place. It's not instant like most heals are. I'm banished. The only issue is when there's no aggro being held. I mean, not that he has much control over it. This guy's just fucking back here doing whatever. I'm just gonna kill him. Die, cunt! Die, cunt! That's one of the best parts about this build, too, actually, is you can do some DPS while you're not healing. You'll see what I mean whenever we're attacking the boss. We have a Mana Forged Barrier tank, actually, I'm pretty sure, which is going to be extremely beneficial for that purpose. If you guys use any other kind of talents for your Cauterizing Flames build that you think would be better for this build, I would absolutely love to hear it in the comments, genuinely. I would appreciate the hell out of that. You wouldn't imagine you'd be able to heal a Mythic this easily with a one-button build, but congratulations, it's it. This is the new fucking cool, dude. One-button builds are the new cool. Have any of you guys ever seen my one-button Thunderclap build, my Thunderlord? Let me just say, man, one-button builds may just be my new thing, alright? Ow! Or tanking. It looks like tanking might be my thing, too, because I continuously am pulling here. Now he's gonna need to get healed. He's about to get a whole bunch of fire babies on him. Heal him before the fire babies come. Now we can start doing damage again. Let's see if we can not be bottom damage. We're doing a solid 454 DPS right now. Imagine I catch up to one of the DPS, how embarrassing that would be for them. If I was a damage dealer and I was doing as much damage as a healer, I'd probably feel just about, as I typically do whenever I play this game. I'd probably feel like shit. Do I have feather falling? Slow fall. No one's doing the slow fall method anyway. I wonder if they patched it. They probably didn't. I'm wasting my time. This is more content for me to edit, though. This is more shit for me to edit. It's gonna make the video longer. And isn't that what you guys want, is longer videos? I can tell by my watch time that's probably the case. I don't know, though. I'm having so much fucking fun right now. You guys gotta try this. My brain is shut off. I'm having the time of my life. And I owe it all to Cauterizing Flames. I am doing good damage and I'm healing. That's the best part, man. You're healing. You're done healing. You don't want to heal anymore. And you're like, alright, man. Everybody's full health. I don't want to overheal. So I'm just going to do some fucking damage in the meantime. And you get to be even more beneficial than you already were in the first place as a healer. You're already one of the most important people in the dungeon as it is. But now you're also dealing damage as well as healing. So you are vital. There's no way you're not getting kicked from the group no matter what. You can talk all the shit you want. Watch. At least we're only rooted and not stunned, dude. I fucking hate being stunned. God, it makes my sausage so soft. Gives me a soft sausage is what getting stunned does. And God, if you're a fucking man, you know how much a soft sausage just fucking sucks. Who's next? Who wants the fucking smoke, boy? It's you. You want the fucking smoke, boy. Have you ever been playing World of Warcraft and just super bored? Have you ever been in a dungeon and just thinking, wow, I wish I had more responsibilities? Then play Cauterizing Flames. You heal everybody, you damage everybody, and you're the life of the party. A frequent argument I hear against Cauterizing Flames whenever people mention it is the fact that you shouldn't use it in favor of a HOTS heal. But that's the most fucking brain-dead argument I've ever heard, taking into consideration the fact that Cauterizing Flames is a fucking heal over time as well. Did you not know that? Are you not aware of that? I think whenever people say HOTS build, they think in specifically Seed of Life. They're thinking Seed of Life. Seed of Life isn't the only heal over time enchant in the game, you know what I mean? We have Cauterizing Flames, it's just as good, plus you only need one ability. And that one ability only utilizes 104 mana. So you can spam this shit, apply HOTS on absolutely everybody, apply Holy Novas by stacking these spells, and you still won't even go below 50% mana, meaning you constantly have over 15% spell haste or more, taking into consideration our Moonkin form. Alright, all we got left is Emperor Dragon. Emperor Dragon. Thurison. I can read dwarven names. Now let's start pumping the damage. Pump. 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 Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go! Alright, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here within the greatest cheese shop in all of Stormwind, Tria's Cheese. If you enjoyed the one-button healing and DPS class, be sure to leave a like and or comment as a way of letting me know that you enjoyed it. If you enjoy messing around with enchants and like to fuck around with builds, you should subscribe. I am releasing 1 to 3 builds per week as of now, with enchants that refuse to be touched by the hardcore community. No pressure, of course. Have a great rest of your day.